Go for it.
Yeah, go for it.
Hi everybody, this is Reese Witherspoon. I am live at the Facebook office. This is so fun. And I've never done Facebook Live, so I'm really excited to answer questions and hear what you guys have to say. So ask me anything you want to ask. Oh look, it's so exciting. There's so many people following already.
Are you getting any questions?
Not yet, but I don't know. Am I getting questions?
You get questions.
Oh yeah. Hi. Hi.
Someone's gonna ask something.
You also posted earlier for some
Yeah, we'll show
pre-questions.
the
We can show you
Oh, yeah,
those.
what are
You
my
can answer
pre-questions?
those till you
Hi
get to-
everybody. Hi Adriana.
Here's the questions from the old post.
Okay.
You can scroll.
So Luis from Ecuador is asking me what is the movie that I liked working on the most, which is kind of hard. It's kind of like picking your favorite kid. But I really loved making Wild, a movie I made a couple years ago about a woman who hikes the Pacific Crest Trail. I also loved making Legally Blonde because I love pink. It was really fun. I am working on a new film, Carrie's asking me. I'm working on a film with Nancy Myers and her daughter, Haley Myers-Shire, and it's really exciting. It's a romantic comedy, and it's got a lot of romance and laughter, and I think people really like it. Emily asked me if I've ever done stage work. I haven't. I've never done theater. I'm a little bit scared to do theater, so I don't know. I need to get more courage. Mike Nichols wants to know how many pets I have. I have a lot of dogs. So I have 3 dogs. Hank is my lab. Nashville is my German Shepherd. And now my daughter has a puppy named Pepper that I'm obsessed with. And whenever she's out of town, I secretly snuggle the dog. Raisa is asking me who's my favorite author and what's my favorite book. Well, probably my favorite book of all time is a Graham Greene novel called The End of the Affair, which is tragic and sad and beautiful. I love that one. Oh, you guys are so sweet. This is so nice. What's my favorite place to travel? Dana Huddleston's asking. I love to travel. So I love going to South America. I love going to, one of my favorite places in the world was Rio de Janeiro. I only went once in my life, but it was magical. I love going to Asia, and Paris, of course, is so romantic. Let me see. Oh, what did it feel like playing June Carter? It was really fun. It was kind of scary because I was playing a real person. And so I had to study lots of videotapes of how she sang and how she performed. And I had to learn how to play an auto harp, which was very confusing, but really rewarding. And I really enjoyed making Walk the Line. Oh, no, hold on. I have a question. Am I supposed to like things?
You can.
Ooh, I like that. Okay.
Learning live in real time.
Yeah, exactly. I'm learning as we're talking. Somebody likes my lipstick. Thank you so much. I love lipstick. Do I ski when I come to Sundance? Yes, I love skiing in Deer Valley. I'm terrible at it, but I really enjoy it. Mainly just because it's so beautiful. I love South Carolina, Cherie. Y'all, Charleston's one of my favorite places on earth. It's amazing. And I'm planning on going to Charleston in February. So I'm really excited about that. What did I like making This Means War? Yes, I got to make this movie, This Means War, with Chris Pine, who's adorable, and Tom Hardy, who's adorable and amazing. And it was really fun. We had a good time. Alexandra is asking me when I decided to become a producer. So I started producing about 4 years ago. I had produced a few movies before that, but I got really kind of serious about it 4 years ago when I started realizing there weren't that many great parts for women in Hollywood, and I thought I should do something about it. So I bought a couple of books. One was Gone Girl and one was Wild. And I just started making movies. And now I have a new limited television show that's coming out for HBO based on a book called Big Little Lies with Nicole Kidman and Shailene Woodley and Laura Dern and Zoe Kravitz. And it's coming out in February, and I'm really excited. Let me see. Oh, yes. There's just so much information here. I love Sweet Home Alabama too. I know we are not making a sequel that I know of. But if Disney wants to make a sequel, they could just call me. I would happily make Sweet Home Alabama too. My all-time favorite role was either probably Wild or playing Tracy Flick in Election, which was really fun. And working with Alexander Payne, this amazing director, was really fun. It's so sweet. The biggest inspiration in my life is definitely my mother. She's a wonderful person. She was a hard worker. She was a nurse for 35 years. She just finally retired a couple of years ago because I basically forced her. But she's a real people person, and she always laughed at all my jokes. And she just always makes me feel happy every time I see her. Love you, Mom. Hi in Minnesota. Yes, I did do a movie in Minnesota, in Minneapolis, when I was 19. It was... not a very good movie. But it was with Paul Rudd, so that was really fun. Oh, I miss Brazil. Hi, Robert. I did love my role in Hot Pursuit, and working with Sofia Vergara was really fun because she's just as funny in person as she seems. She's and just as pretty. So basically, whenever I was bored, I could just kind of stare at her. And that was fun. Hi, Alabama. Hi, New Jersey. I would love to come to Australia soon. I've been to Australia a bunch, and I really enjoy it, and I have a lot of Australian friends. But Nicole Kidman and I are working on another project with an author in Australia, so I hope to be there very soon. I love Paul Rudd too, Kevin. He's basically a national treasure. I've done 3 movies with him. He's awesome. Oh, thanks, Kathy. I like doing Legally Blonde too. I think it was really fun. And a lot of people have asked me if we're going to make another Legally Blonde, and we're thinking about it. Oh my gosh, I think I'm running out of batteries. Is that possible?
We can plug you in.
Okay. Hi, Veronica in Costa Rica. I love Costa Rica. That's one of my favorite vacations I've ever been on, was in Costa Rica in the Osa Peninsula. Amazing animals. The butterflies are huge and beautiful. I loved it. Let me see. Leah asked me what my favorite sport is. I love playing tennis. I really like doing tennis. I'm coming to Texas, Angie. I'm so glad you asked, Angie Baker. I am coming to Texas at the end of September. I'm opening a store there, a Draper James store there in Dallas. So come find me. I'm really excited to be bringing my clothing line to Dallas. Tiffany, do you and I look alike? It's hard to tell from your profile picture, but you say that you get it all the time. But I get that from a lot of people. How many people out there get told they look like me? I bet that's a lot of people. Oh yeah, I'm getting a lot of hearts. Do you look like me? Or do you know somebody who looks just like me, like your cousin or your sister or this girl you work with? I get that a lot. Can I say something in Portuguese? I can say something in Portuguese. Por favor, suco de maçã. And obrigado. I think that means, please, I would like some apple juice. Thank you. So Jill, my clothes are at a store that's online called draperjames.com, and you can go visit that. But we also have our flagship store in Nashville. We're opening in Dallas at the end of September, and then we're also opening in Houston early 2017. Amanda, my favorite actress, is Holly Hunter of all time. I just love her in broadcast news, and I love her in Raising Arizona. It's hard to pick one, but if I had to pick one, it's probably Holly Hunter. Wow, look at all these cool people. Brazil, Texas. This is very funny. Say something in Spanish? I'm not very good at Spanish.
Gracias.
Gracias. Yes. Gracias para todo. Yes. Es necesario practicar más mi español porque muchas gentes hablan solamente español y mi español es muy malo. How's that? That was probably terrible. People who speak Spanish are probably cringing. Hi, Erica in Louisiana. Becca, my favorite movie I've ever been in. Well, I have a lot of movies that I really loved being in. I loved being in Legally Blonde because I got to wear all the amazing costumes. Also got to work with a dog every day, and I'm obsessed with dogs. I love dogs. I loved Making Wild because it was a movie that was very close to my heart. And I loved the author, Cheryl Strayed. Her book, Wild, is amazing. I've been very lucky. I got to do a lot of comedies with really funny people, too, and that's been really fun. Oh, somebody told me my Spanish was good. Are you serious? Wow, that's awesome. I tried. Aw, thank you. Everybody's so nice. I really have the nicest fans in the world. I do. I'm so lucky. Rachel, do you like watching your own movies? I do not. I see them one time, and then I never see them again. But I do like to watch the animated movies. And I have a new animated movie coming out called Sing at Christmas time that is really cute with Matthew McConaughey and Scarlett Johansson. I hope you guys like that one. And take your kids because it's a really cute family movie. What is something I'd like to do that I haven't done? You know what I'd like to do is I'd like to see the Taj Mahal in India, and I'd really like to climb the stairs at Machu Picchu in Peru. Those are like bucket list things for me that I haven't done and I really want to do. My favorite co-star? My favorite co-star, that's tough. So I have a lot of favorite co-stars, but I don't know, probably the dog in Legally Blonde. He was just really sweet, and I really miss him. I really do. He's sweet. Oh, I know my favorite co-star. What am I talking about? The elephant in Water for Elephants. She was amazing. She was so great. Her name was Ty. And I cried when I had to say goodbye to her. I sobbed. Somebody's dog is on Facebook Live. Hi, Pumpkin. See, people are going to Machu Picchu. How cool is that? Send me a picture. I need to see what it looks like. If I were a flower, what flower would I be? Probably like a peony. I love peonies. Allison, I just got back from a trip to Canada that was so beautiful. I went to, I hiked in Vancouver Island, and it was just gorgeous. One of my favorite vacations I've ever been on. Veronica wants to know if I liked working with Mark Ruffalo. I didn't like working with Mark Ruffalo. I loved working with Mark Ruffalo. And I wish I could work with him on every movie because he's the nicest guy ever. And I love his wife, which really helps. She's very cool to hang out with. Sissy wants to know if I like Mexican food. You know what I say to my family? You know, who doesn't like Mexican food, right? And I usually say, crazy people. If people don't like tacos, I don't trust them. What kind of listen? I listen to all kinds of music. I like country music a lot. But I listen to all kinds of music. I love everything, like pop. I listen to pop music when I work out, really, really, really loud, and it drives my husband crazy and my kids because I know every word to every pop song on the radio. Julia asked me, what's the hardest part about making a movie? The hardest part about making a movie is, well, I think the long hours. Usually you're working 17-hour days, and I think the hardest part is usually night shoots, where you go to work at 7, and I'm sure there's some people out there who work the night shift. I'm sorry. It's hard. It is really hard. And then you work till 7 o'clock in the morning, and you have to pretend you're not tired the whole time. So I think that's the hardest acting I have to do. I have to say my favorite place to hike is Portland, Oregon. It's just beautiful there. And they have these waterfalls called Multnomah Falls. That's only about 30, 45 minutes outside of Portland. And they're just gorgeous. And I loved making a movie in Portland. Do you know what I'm saying, Kenesha? Don't trust people who don't like tacos. I'm going to like that comment. I'm not from Texas, Kylie. I'm actually from Louisiana originally. I was born in New Orleans, and then I grew up in Nashville, Tennessee. But my dad was in the Air Force, so we traveled all around. We lived in Germany for a little while. Then we finally we got stationed back in Nashville. And my dad was in the Air National Guard for a long time. Oh, my favorite Starbucks drink? That's a good question. I like an iced dirty chai. If you haven't had an iced dirty chai, they're delicious. My favorite thing, Randy Pennington, about the mall at the Green Hills is that it was my favorite mall growing up in Nashville, and I spent a large quantity of my teenage years just walking around in circles, looking for boys, basically. Hi. I'm just watching all the things float. People are hearts and floats and hearts and floats. Alexander wants to know when I lived in Germany. I lived in Germany from 1977. Now you're all going to know how old I am. 1977, I was 1, and we lived there till I was 4. So we came back in 1980, and we lived in Nashville. And I lived in a place called Wiesbaden. Hi, Brittany. Shout out. What's my favorite musical? I haven't seen a lot of musicals, but I did see Hamilton, and it was really amazing. And I honestly can't be overhyped. It really is as good as everybody says it is. It'll blow your mind. Jeremy asked me if I've ever been to New Zealand, but I haven't, and I'm really excited to go. I'm thinking about going there. My girlfriend goes every year in February, and I'm thinking I might go this year because it's pretty amazing there, from what I've seen in the pictures. I don't know sign language, and I've never shot a movie in Ohio. It's like one of the only places I haven't shot a movie. My favorite workout is going for a jog because I think it's easy and you can do it anywhere. It's not easy, but you can at least try. When I'm tired, I just walk half the time.
You still having fun with it?
Sure. I probably have to wrap it up at some point.
Go for as long as you want to go.
I do love gardening. I have a nice little garden. It's little, but I like it. And I grow tomatoes. They make me happy. They remind me of my granddad, who always had a garden in the backyard. Julia asked, what's the hardest thing I've ever had to do for a movie? Probably, I did this stunt in a movie called Water for Elephants where I had to ride a horse bareback and it reared up and I fell off really hard. And that was really scary. But the director made me get up and do it again. So it was probably fine. And it's in the movie. Hi. Oh, Darby. Hi, Darby. Darby Camp just sent me a little message, and she plays my daughter in Big Little Lies. It comes out in February, and she's amazing. She's a sweetheart. Roxana, I love ceviche. How did you know? It's delicious. Julie wants to know if I did anything on the new Cruel Intentions. I didn't, but I'm so excited to see it, and I get to see Sarah Gellar a lot because our kids are friends. So I'm really excited to see the new Cruel Intentions TV show. What's my favorite movie? My favorite movie, well, it's hard for me to say like one favorite movie, Sarah, but I really like this movie called Splendor in the Grass with Natalie Wood. That was when I fell in love with movies, when I saw that movie for the first time. But I also love Raising Arizona and Broadcast News and Waiting for Guffman, Overboard. Nothing better than like a good Goldie Hawn movie. I love Goldie Hawn. Melissa, I'm working on another project with Cheryl Strayed, an adaptation of her book, Tiny Beautiful Things, as a television show for HBO. Tom and Tina want to know if I like college football. I love college football. I love the SEC, and I love when everybody gets dressed up, and I love tailgating. So I started a whole tailgate collection for Draper James, and I just love it. It's so fun to have teams that you're excited about and watching college sports. And my son and my husband are obsessed with college sports. Oh, they want to see The Office. Okay, I'm going to show you guys The Office, and then I'm probably going to have to sign off because, you know, life. Things like cooking dinner. Here it is.
Hey, guys.
It's really cool here. And everybody's really super nice. And they're teaching me lots of things like how to like my own page. Because apparently I didn't even like my own page yet. All right, you guys, thank you so much for all your questions. I hope to do this again soon. And it's just been really fun connecting with people. I love my fans. I have the best fans in the world. And I will talk to you guys really soon. Bye.